It's summer here in Kabuto Park, and gorgeous weather fills every sunny August day. The idea of catching tiny critters, making beloved new friends, and completing world domination with my bug army made my heart warm. With many cozy areas to explore and catch bugs in, it was my mission to complete this game in its entirety. We play through the game as a girl named Hana, who may or may not like bugs. As we arrive at the park, we are greeted by Midori, who will show us around and teach us all there is to know. Midori shows us the map of the park and guides us to catch some bugs. Our map consists of 4 different areas: the Sunny Farm, Calm Lake, Pine Forest, and Crawler Swamp. Here we will collect our variety of critters that we will use for our battles later. There are other areas we can explore, such as our collection, the battle arena, and the shop. But for now, we'll see what bugs this farm has to offer. I'd like to take a quick second to mention that Doot, the game dev, included no spiders in this game for anyone who has arachnophobia. So if you like bugs or video game bugs, but not spiders, this game is safe for you. Here on the farm, we gather 2 rosemary beetles. After we catch our beetles, we have the option to inspect them and learn more about them. On this page, we can see a variety of different information. On the left, we have their scientific name, where and when we caught them, their size, their personality, and their bug type. The bigger the bug, the better their stats. Personality seems to have no effect and is just a cute inclusion. Underneath, we can find a small quip about the bug. The rosemary beetle would love Grandpa's meals. The right side is the more important information for each bug, as each bug has different cards to play during your battle. The top section shows the level, strength, defense, and energy of each bug, while the lower half shows the cards and the sell price. I start by selling the one beetle and keeping the other who has maxed defense and energy, which is marked by the star icon. I gather a few more bugs around the farm, like a rhino beetle, a hoverfly, an earth borer beetle, and the most notable, the rare golden heart. I was provided honey by our new friend, which helps make the catch easier. As we make our way to the battlefield, Midori lets us know that every day in August we will get a new opponent. Since we are at the park until the end of the month, that gives us 31 battles to complete to win the tournament and be the ultimate beetle battle master. I form my team of a rhino beetle, golden heart, and rosemary beetle, and begin my mission of bug domination. Each team takes turns holding and pushing. Your energy stat determines the speed in which you gain new energy, and since mine is relatively low, for the cards I have, my strength and defense alone carry my team to victory. I get my first badge of the game, and some candy and money, and make my way to the shop. Since I unlocked the badge, I have access to the next boots upgrade, but unfortunately not enough money. With only 15 gold, I decide to leave the shop and catch more bugs to form a new team and move on to my next battle of the tournament, Ash. As I get my bearings on how the fights work, I pick cards as my energy fills. My base stats once again mostly carry me here, while using some defensive cards, and eventually pushing their bugs off the edge to secure me the win. This grants me enough money to buy the boots upgrade to move on to the next area of bug catching, the Calm Lake. Here I gather more new bugs and my collection grows larger and larger. You can return to the catch areas as much as you want in a day, as the days only progress every battle. The more I catch the bugs, the worse I seem to get. Maybe it's the pressure, or maybe it's just the thought of the hundreds of bugs I will slowly be pushing to their deaths looming over me. But those anxieties do not stop Midori from popping up to make me feel bad and tell me that I can buy honey to make catching the most basic bug on Earth easier. And again, I fail on the next bug and catch nothing for the day. After catching a handful of bugs, I once again form a new team and head to war. Daisy brings up how my name means flower and how she's a flower too, and asks to be my friend. Since I do not like making friends, I beat her bugs to a pulp, and I put another victory in the books. Daisy's in denial about her bugs because, what do you mean the Blue Man group is cuter than my team? With my spoils, I level up my Bugpedia to find more rare bugs, and on my first catch of the new day, I find a beautiful rare orchid mantis, which I use the honey to make sure I didn't fail miserably. With my beautiful new bug in my collection, that I will not be adding to the team, I start my battle with Poppy. During these battles, I use the hold and push timers at the top to determine when I use what cards, buffing my strength when I am pushing, defending with a hold on my holding turns. Poppy's team holds on as much as they can. Holy sh**, their D is crazy! But that does not save them in the end. I grab a bug net upgrade to make catching easier and a magnifier to catch more bugs a day, and back to the grind. On this grind, I find a special bug, a honeybee. But not just any honeybee, a shiny honeybee. That's right, this game has shiny bugs. And on top of this bee being shiny, it has the best defense it could have. Since I caught this gorgeous bee, I decide to face Rudolph's team of bees with my own team of bees, knowing my shiny bee will crush his spirit once he sees it. I spend my candy to level up my bees and enter the arena. During this battle, we are constantly debuffed by the relax cards. It was during this battle that I stopped trying to have a strategy and just started spam clicking cards until I won. Beating this battle grants me the My Fave achievement, and I carry on. Midori lets us know that due to the hot weather rising, new bugs have shown up on the farm. I catch a few new bugs like a cute moth, a praying mantis. Mantis girls sometimes eat mantis boys. It's mean, but I can see why they do it. And a greater stag beetle. I put my honeybee team to the test and battle Dorian, who loves bugs, and one day wants to make a game about bugs. I put the same strategy of pretty much just clicking the cards, no matter if it's my turn to hold or push, and win after a hard-fought battle. After the battle, I receive the Win Against the Game Developer achievement, and we get a small fourth wall break as a reward. I contemplate my team's build for a while and collect more bugs to gather fodder to give to the bug gods for my pieces of candy. I feed said candies to my new team and continue in the endless wars. After beating June, Midori surprises me with a terrarium as a gift. Here, you can store your favorited bugs in your terrarium and pet them, scoring me another achievement to mark off the list. With my blue-banded bee instead of my moth, I take on Yuna, who seems to have a crush on me. I beat her and learn that she does have a crush on me and wants to show me her bug collection. In between most battles, I upgrade and collect bugs to crush into candies to continue buffing my team. When moving on to the next battle, Luna, I realize I can tell the future. Wait, is this... Imagine if they were sisters? What if she hits on me too? What do I do then? As when I start the fight with Luna, she talks about her sister Yuna. And when I beat her in the battle, she also hits on me and says I should have fun stargazing with her sister tonight? What? I decided that since I don't have time for women, I need to level up my bugs. Who am I selling the bugs to? I'd love to know. And with that looming thought of unethical bug selling, I boost up my team and beat Gavin, which takes me to the next boss fight, Ivy. She's not put up much of a fight, and I unlock the next badge, level boots, and higher max bug level. In the Pine Forest, we grab a ragtag bunch of new bugs like the roly-poly, the giraffe weevil, Hercules beetle, leaf beetle, and the longicorn. I once again do not differentiate from my team that has carried me here, and continue the showdowns, battle after battle, sending some flies to the grave, murking some flying foes, rolling the polies off the edge, beating the new bee team, weaseling a win past the weevils, and making Otis sad. I take a break to catch this beautiful rosy maple moth, then head back into the Thunderdome. These past few fights had me feeling confident. I beat my next couple opponents with ease once again and move on to the third badge holder, Satoshi. This fight proves to be harder than I thought. I lose for the first time and decide a rebrand is in order. Swapping my bee out with the ox beetle, I prove victorious once again, and continue as if nothing happened as to not hurt my pride. This win provides me with the final boots upgrade to gain access to the Crawler Swamp, which makes bug catching a lot more difficult. And if I'm being honest, for some reason I felt like this made catching the bugs easier to my brain. As I go to collect more bugs that I am missing with my net upgrades, I gather another shiny bug, a shiny lesser stag beetle. While I'm gathering more bugs, I catch a beautiful monarch butterfly, which the game informs me not to eat as they're poisonous, a cool diving beetle, and a shiny bumblebee. With this third shiny in my grubby palms, I collect the Shiny Huntress achievement and am one step closer to completing the game. I move back to more battles, as the taste of being the #1 beetle battler is calling to me. Poppy and Gavin come back for another round, which does not go their way, leading me to battle May Overwatch and her cute moths. She quickly falls over, and Midori expresses her sadness that the summer is ending and lets me know that there are more shiny bugs that come out this time of year. A large part of this game is obviously catching bugs over and over, but I did not expect how much I would have to catch because I could not figure out the best team to carry me for the last achievement at the end. While I'm catching new bugs to fill out my completion rating, I slowly level up more and more bugs in my team and collection and hope that they will help me when I need them. Chuck returns once more and puts up 0 fight. Not only does he not put up a fight, I breeze through the next few battles until I get to Ivy once more. This battle has me on my toes. As we fight for dominance, pressure's rising, bugs being extremely close to the edge, my final buffed push carries me to the win and I come out as the victor once more. My fight with Satoshi was extremely close on each side. He would push me all the way to the edge, and I would get him just as close. But his buffs unfortunately held their own better than my team, and he beats me once more. I tried to brute force this fight, using the same team and hoping I would be lucky multiple times. And then I finally did. I beat Satoshi. With the final day of August arriving, I am faced with my last battle, Midori. This time, she is stacked with beetles and incredible feats. Knowing she would be too strong for me in my current form, I, of course, gather more bugs to crush into delicious bug candy. It was then that I found it. The spiny flower mantis. I inched closer and closer, using honey to lure it into my bug net, and adding that beautiful creature to my collection. That wasn't the only wonderful bug I found though. After digging through bush after bush, looking on tree after tree, I spot the Luna moth, the last bug I needed for my collection, and catch it. Now with my collection complete and achievement unlocked, I move on to the raid boss Midori. I honestly thought that my team had a good fighting chance, but she proved me wrong almost immediately. I go back to old reliable, the blue carpenter bee, and lose even faster than last time. I take some time to level up my umbrella rhino beetle and re-enter the arena for what I hoped would be the last time. I debuffed her kicks, buffed myself, kicked her bugs whenever I can, hoping that I could save up enough energy for my beetle army card. And that's when I got it. My bugs once again reign victorious. As the battle ends, my new friends are gathered around celebrating my victory, and I am crowned the Beetle Battles Champion. Midori expresses her sadness for my leaving, and we part ways. Even though I finally beat all my opponents, I still had a few more achievements to unlock. I start with trying to win a battle in over 2 minutes. I battle Midori, and would only push if I was getting too close to the edge. Spamming relax cards, making sure that she could not push me too far to my side, and after 2 minutes had passed, I spammed my abilities and win. I moved on to win a battle in less than 10 seconds. I thought that with my bees being able to give me a ton of energy quickly, that I could use a ton of wind cards to blow my opponents to the edge and win swiftly. However, that proved to not be the case. See, with honeybees, the relax card makes both parties push a lot slower, meaning I would have to be super lucky to get enough energy cards, interchanged with wind cards, and not hit the relax cards to win with this. Finding the fruits of my labor to be less than satisfactory, I decided to switch it up, which would require me to grind out some more bug catching. This is where I discovered one of my big wishes for the game, a bug dex. See, each area of the map tells you when you have collected all the bugs, right? No. As I'm grinding my little heart out to gather more and more candies, I collect something new. Something I had no idea existed. A legendary. You mean to tell me that I was lied to? Catch all the bugs available in Kabuto Park? What is this? Glitter Weevil, you have my heart, only in this video game, but I am devastated to learn that there are more bugs that I may not know about, and I may never know about. How can I feel like I've truly 100%ed this game with the lurking thoughts of more legendary bugs hiding amongst us? A bug dex would stop this madness, but I digress. I still need to beat an opponent with less bugs than them. To do so, I level up an Atlas Beetle and a Giant Stag and battle Ash for the last time, beating him without a challenge. For the last achievement, I take my Giant Stag with my 2 Ladybugs and make my way to the first Midori fight. I luckily got the overcharged kick card at the very start, and just waited for my power to fill to 10 before using it to immediately knock her bugs off and gain the win a battle in less than 10 seconds, and 100%ed Kabuto Park. So, what did I think? Kabuto Park is a cute and cozy bug catching game. The game tries to use some humor that sometimes falls flat to me, but it doesn't take away from the main point or disrupt too much. It was a nice change of pace for me to play a short game and take time to fully complete it, than to just finish the main story and toss it off. If you're looking for a shorter but fun game, I definitely think it's worth the pickup. I think this game could be expanded on even more, like adding more bugs, or even a DLC for people who love spiders, but I know they're working on other games which they probably want to spend more time on. On the rating scale, the art is super cute and simplistic, while still making everything recognizable, so for that I gave it a 10. In terms of gameplay, it relies very heavily on a looping mechanic. If you're just looking to catch some bugs and vibe, you probably won't mind it. Getting enough candies to get my rare bugs to level 20 was definitely a killer and not my cup of tea. For that, I give it a 7. There really isn't much to the story, but I thought the characters were cute. I won't rate it harshly, as it's not really a story-driven game, but for the dialogue that I did cringe at, I'm giving it an 8. A game needs good music and sound effects, and this game delivers. 10. Overall, for cozy games, I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. Be sure to comment down below your favorite or least favorite bug, and if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like to let me know. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!